So today we will learn how to use the dictionary. Okay, the a bit advanced way of how to use the dictionary, and then like I said last week, this week we will start hacking. So the second half from 9 p.m. onwards we will start hacking using the simplified punya word chart. Now I want you to take out your dictionary. Okay, and turn to the alphabet Qaf. Qaf. Okay. Okay, so tell me what's the first entry? The word Qaf itself? Okay, the next one? Qa, Ba, Ha. Okay. Alright. Now I want you to find the meaning of Qala Allahu. Okay, so find the meaning of the word Qala. To say. Okay. Somebody else has another meaning of Qala? What page? What page was it?
121.
Sorry?
121.
121. And what page is that? 122. So you have 122 to, what's the meaning?
Take a siesta and
Okay.
one sleeps and
To take a nap. Alright? To take a siesta. So qala can mean to take a siesta. And at 121 you also have qala, which means to say. So what's the meaning of qala Allah? So what's the meaning of qala Allah? So Allah said. You don't say this, right? Okay? So Allah said. Okay. Here's the thing. So give me the last entry of Qaf in the dictionary. Qa, Qa alif lam. Which is this, right? Okay. Can you see something wrong here with the sequencing of the entries? This comes first, and then this comes next, and this comes last. What's wrong there? Sorry? It should be earlier. So by right, Qaf, the alif comes before or after ba? Before ba, right? By right, this should be here, right? By right, the entry of Qala should be the second entry or the earlier entries of Qaf. But it's not. By wrong, it's not. Okay? So, do you know what's the reason for that? Wow. Is that an expression of like wow? So the second root is supposed to be wow. Okay? So Abdul Rahim is saying that this alif is actually a wow. And that is why this entry came later on instead of coming before Qaf Baha. Okay? So does that seem complex? Complex, right? Okay. That is why you need to know how to use the dictionary. And this complexity stems from the fact that Arabic language have ill letters. Okay, they have ill letters, letters that are not well, not healthy, and they interchange between themselves. Okay, so now I'm going to give you some hacks. How do you want to hack this situation? Okay. All right. So it's like this. Whenever you see the word alif, waw, ya, okay, this alif, waw, ya, okay, usually it's not what it seems. It's not what it seems. Okay, so if Qaf alif lam, so Abdul Rahim said just now, Qaf alif lam, so what is not what it's seen here? The alif. Okay, the alif is not always what it seems. Okay, because the alif will either be originally waw or ya. Waw or ya. Okay, so if I give another word, qama, try to find it in the dictionary. Stand. So you got it in the dictionary, right? So now how do you know that alif is a waw or ya? Is that alif waw or ya? By looking at the entries. You're saying it's waw, right? Okay. Give me the entries before comma and after comma. Give me what comes before it. Qala comes before it. And before it? After this is qawa. Okay. Alright. Before qala? Qa'a. Before qa'a? Qasa. Before qasa? Qa. Ta. Before qata? Qa. Ba. Qaba. Is it like this? Again, before that? How do you spell it? Alif. Like this? So okay, so based on the sequencing, so this alif is actually wow, right? Wow. Okay, because in between, because what comes after it is wow, what comes before it is wow here. It can't be ya. Okay, give me what comes after qawa. Louder. Qada. Oh, qada. Next. Qala. See that? Can you see two qalas there? Two qalas there. So one qala is up here and one qala is down here. So this qala, the origin of this alif is waw or ya? Wow. And this, the alif here is initially a ya. Kak Begum is looking at it as if dia ada buat salah dengan
I understand now because of the format, is it? But the whole format, I'm just wondering where, because of the how the lettering is being sequenced in that way. So after a while, then the last one will be a ya, right?
yeah.
What I can understand the qala, the
Uh-huh.
alif, where actually? Because probably the first letter was alif. Qa'a, qasa, qata. That's why we're using the alif.
Okay.
Is it?
So like I said, the first thing that you need to know that alif is a I'm going to use a not a good word here, but just to remember, okay? Alif is a liar.
It's not the same.
When you see an alif, it's a lie. It's trying to play games with you. Hey, I'm alif, but he's not alif. He's waw or ya. Okay, so all the alifs are actually waw or ya. So based on what we learn, this alif is what? Wow. This alif is wow. This wow. This wow. Wow. All right. How do you know it's wow? Because of this, right? Because it comes after wow. So it's wow. Can it be ya here? Can it be ya here? It cannot be ya here because there's a wow here. Right? Because ya comes only after wow. And because of that, okay, this one it's not really clear whether it's waw or ya. It's not really clear whether it's waw or ya because you don't have a ya before or after. But because you have another qala, there can't be two qalas with the same root letter waw. So it has to be ya. Okay? So this is ya. Okay? So the first thing that you need to remember that alif is a liar. Okay, whenever you see an alif, oh, actually it's not an alif. It's a waw or ya.
Does this apply only to alifs that are in the
That's our next subtopic.
So this applies to any dictionary you look, you have to understand that this is the format.
Yes, any classical dictionary. Any classical dictionary. Okay, and this alif is a root alif. When it's happening within the one of the roots, okay? Because there are other alifs like last week we talked about hafiz. Where is the root? Ha-fa-dha, right? Ha-fa-dha. Is this alif one of the roots? It's not one of the roots. So this is not what we are talking about. We are not talking about stems. We are talking about roots. So when an alif occurs as a root, it's a lie. It's a lie. So you need to know that it's either waw or ya. Okay?
The wow and ya cannot be a liar.
Can also be a liar. But alif is a definite liar. It's the ultimate liar. Waw and ya, sometimes they lie, sometimes they don't. It depends. Okay? It depends on the situation. Alright. We will go to waw and ya later. Now we will go to point number 2. Point number 2. Okay? Point number 2 is alif as a root to is either waw or ya. Okay, alif as a root 2 is either waw or ya. Okay, is either waw or ya. Okay, so we are done with that. We will go to third root. Okay, third root. I will give something like this. Da'a. Da'a. Okay, now look at the dictionary. Find the word da'a. To call out. To call out. Okay, good. To call out. Okay, give me the entry before da'a. Sorry?
Da'a.
Spell it. Ain. Shadda. Like this. Okay. The entry after da'a. Sorry? Daf. Daffy Duck. Daffia. Sorry, my examples are always for kids because of my kids. So, so da'a, daffia. Alright. So now guess, try to guess. Okay. Can you see an alif here? Okay. Alif. Alif as root number 3 also is a liar. Is a liar. Okay, which means this alif is either waw or ya. Make a guess. Is it waw or ya? Wow. Today everything is wow. How do you know it's waw? Huh? Comes before ya because of the sequence, right? So you can know because of the sequence, but you can also know, okay, this is for advanced students. For basic students, you may find this difficult a bit. What's the present tense of da'a? Yad'u. So you know that it's a waw. Okay, so for advanced students, you know from the mudari. All right. So okay. Now I will give you another one. Jara. Jara. Find jara. Okay. Jara. Okay, once the first one find it, you just say the page number. 27. 27. All right. Okay. So just now we said an alif is a liar. All right. Is there any liar in jara? Okay. Is there any alif in jara? What is this? No, this is not a ya. Alif maqsura is called an alif maqsura. That's why you don't say jarai. You don't say jaraya. You say jara. This is an alif also. So an alif can be like this and can be like this. Okay, both are alifs. Okay, so an alif here is a liar. All right. Try to guess, is it a ya originally or a waw? A ya. Why? Because of the sequence. Alright. So you know the waw or the ya because of the sequence. Okay. Because of the sequence. Okay. But alif as a third root, alif as a third root as root 3, you can also know, okay, besides knowing from the sequence, you can also know from the shape. Okay, when it is like this, it is a ya. It's originally a ya. When it's like this, it's a wow. Okay, so you don't really have to know the sequence. You look at the shape of the alif. When the alif is straight, it's wow, it's straight. Wow. Okay, when the alif is crooked, it's yeah. Alright?
So what you're trying to say is alif can always change. It cannot be alif. It has to be wow or ya.
Yes. Yes.
You don't know alif, it's either wow or ya.
Yeah, wow or ya. Okay? So alif as root 3, if it's like this, that means it is wow. And if it's like this, it's ya. Alright? So when we hack the verses, then you will see how this is beneficial. Okay, this is just theory for now. Okay, so okay, last one regarding alif. Oh, okay, alif, we are done with alif. So the last one is like, if I have the word yuqinun. Okay, yuqinun. Okay, some of you may not be familiar with this. Okay, we will later we will be familiar with this when we hack. But those who know, can you tell me what are the prefixes that you see and what are the suffixes that you see? Ya is the prefix, right? Suffix is waw nun. Okay, suffix is waw nun. If you are not familiar with this, it's okay, because we just want to find out about the roots. So you are left with 1, 2, 3. You are left with 1, 2, 3. We talk about the alif position as root 2, and then root 3. We have not talked about the ill letter in root 1. Alif cannot be a root 1. You know why? Because alif is always dead. Besides being a liar, is dead. Dia selalu mati. Dia tak ada baris. That's what I mean by dead. Okay? So it doesn't happen in root 1. What usually happen in root 1 is waw or ya. Okay? When what happens in root 1 is waw or ya, whenever you see a waw or a ya, it means it is true that it's waw, or it's lying that actually it is ya. Okay, now what I want you to do is find the root of waqana. Okay. So the first one to give me the root gets 3 pieces of cake from Abdul Rahim's okay. So how do you find waqana? How many ways are there to find waqana? So some of you may find it at certain alphabets. Some of you may find it laterally. Okay. Siapa yang dah dapat? Cepat, tak nak kek? You got it, Cik? Someone got it, I think. Nazira, you got it? Oh, okay. 265. 165. Okay. So 165. What are the roots? Ya corner. Ya corner. All right. So what's the meaning of ya corner? Sorry? Certain. So now what's the meaning of yuqinun? Waw nun is they, and so yuqinun, they are certain. Okay, like yu'minun, they believe. All right. So, okay, let's conclude this. Wow or ya at the beginning as root 1, okay, as root 1 is either wow or ya. Okay, that's the only thing that you need to know for now with regards to ill letters, in terms of identifying what is the original letter and how to find in the dictionary. Okay. Grammar dia kelakar kan? So do you really understand my instant grammar here? Which is waw or ya as root 1 is either waw or ya. Which means waw can be ya and ya can be waw. Okay? So yeah, that's the point lah. So I will give you another one. Okay, because this is wow, I will give you another one which is ya. Try to hack that. Any prefix there? Me, right? Mamimu, right? Mamimu. So it's a prefix. It's a prefix. Infix. Alif. So alif is an infix. So what are you left with? Ya thaqa. Okay. So is there any potential liar there? Yeah. Okay. Ya may be a potential liar. If it's a potential liar, so if you find ya thaqa, you may not find it. Instead, you try wathaqa. Try wathaqa. One? 157. So wathaqa as a root means? Alright. So when you go down the entry, do you find mithaq? A covenant or a treaty. Good. So that's how you hack the word mithaq. Alright. Okay. So this is an example of ya, which is actually a waw, and this is an example of a waw as the first root letter, which is actually a ya. Okay. It applies to all. It applies to all. So when it means when you see a ya or a waw as a root, as a first root, it means it's either a ya or a waw. Sometimes the wow doesn't lie, it is a wow. So you have to find both in the dictionary. Okay? So, and it applies for alif also. Whenever you see an alif as a second root, it's a wow or ya. When you see an alif as the third root, it's either wow or ya. Okay? So, any other questions? No? Alright. So, if there's no questions, we take a break for 5 minutes and then after that we will start hacking.